have a lot to say, can't hold it in. Truth telling marathon, where do we begin? Talk that tall, let the echo spin. We have a lot to say, let the show begin.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of We Have a Lot to Say podcast.
We back again, and we might not know a lot, but we definitely have a lot to say.
That's right.
Hopefully, we can make this podcast interesting for everybody. You know.
Yes, we're gonna try our best to make it interesting for everyone.
We don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna do our best.
That's right. We have a lot to say.
I always got a lot to say.
Might not know a lot.
Any topic you bring up, I could guarantee I'll have a lot of bullshit. Some good, some bad. We'll see how it goes. You know, you will see. We'll see how it goes.
You know.
I'll say this though, there's a lot of shit going on in the world today.
Oh, there's
a lot of shit.
Beyond a lot going on in this world today, man.
I don't want to start this off like real negative. Let me see. Like
goodness,
there's a lot of shit going on today.
I'm telling you.
No, fuck it. You know what? Let me just say, God bless the dead to Karen Lacey. You know, R.I.P. to the young brother. It sucks how he. Yeah, it sucks how he went. You know, and all the circumstances that led up to that. You know.
Oh goodness.
It's hard for me to really. It's hard to I don't really know how I feel about the situation because you know what I'm saying. I'm one of my friends took their life, you know what I'm saying, when I was in high school. God bless the dead doula, you know, my main man doula. So it's hard when dealing with something like that from outside, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially, you know, you feel like there's certain things you could have done to help, or you know what I'm saying, and then since it's 2025, the world we live in now is crazy. Like all the young kids is so hyper focused onto the comments online. It fuels the emotions and everything. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I seen a lot going on with the kids. And meaning like the comments and everybody pointing blame on one side and pointing blame on the other. Like,
that's a tough situation, man.
Yeah, my personal
gracious, don't wish that on nobody, you know.
Yeah, my personal opinion, like I ain't got nothing bad to say about none of it, to be honest. Cause like I said, I've been through it. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. My God, he talked to me. He talked to me literally right before, and I went to his house. So I understand the feeling. So all I have to say about that is, I wish his family, you know, the best.
That's right.
I wish them the best, and I hope everything works out for
the Lacey family.
Yeah, cause
I can only imagine.
To make a young kid like that to do something like that, he must have been under serious stress. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I ain't really got nothing bad to say about him. Yeah, I mean, shit, I didn't have nothing bad to say anyway. But you know, what I'm trying to say is like, I'm not about to sit here. Matter of fact, let's get into it, right? Like I seen some shit about Charleston White, popping shit and all that about him. You know how Charleston White do.
Yeah,
the normal Charleston White shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling that shit.
Wow.
He a wild guy. The shit he saying to my fuck this nigga and he weak and like, nah, bro. Listen, somebody need to knock his other eye out. I'm gonna stand on that. I can't do it. I don't get nothing out of beating the old man up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Me beating him up is not something that I take delight in, and I'm not gonna do it. Like remember we seen the boxing match with him and that young boy, right? That had to be the dumbest fight I ever seen in my goddamn life. That shit was so stupid. Like that. What is this?
Was it a little exhibition fight or something like that?
They both were swinging like girls. This nigga talking about I ain't only got one eye. So what's the other little nigga excuse then? I mean, that shit neither here nor there though, right?
It's a special fight, yeah.
Somebody need to knock this nigga other eye out. Fuck that. Listen, it doesn't. I understand everybody saying that's not how he is offline, but that's how he is online. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of person he pushing for the world is that image. That's the image he pushing. And he keeps saying I come at all sides. That nigga ain't start coming at white people until that Charlie Kirk guy died. Then he started talking about white people. Before that, it was all black people. I understand he's saying the shit he did before his online persona, but fuck all that. The shit that he's portraying now is out of line. And the shit he said about young boy that just died, what's his name? I want to say his name right. Yeah, Kyron Lacey. That shit out of line, B. And I pray for his family, and I hope that this nigga Charleston White get what he looking for, bro.
That's some wild man. Shit. That is some wild shit.
If I was in the hood and somebody said that shit about one of my friends in front of me, while we all out there hanging out, I'm so disrespectful. I wouldn't even have punched this nigga. I'd have smacked him for a half an hour straight, and anybody jumped in would have got smacked too. I'd have just smacked this nigga for 30 minutes straight until a tooth fell out of something. Somebody, I can't. I'm too old for that. On top of, matter of fact, I'm lying.
His ass too old for that too.
I am too old for it, but I don't feel like I'm too old for it. But I have a lot to lose, so I'm not about to go looking for this nigga and beating this nigga up. Like that's extra.
Of course not.
That's extra, but the shit he's saying, like he gotta stop. As an adult, come on, bro. Understand how you. From what I heard was he's not even making his money off of YouTube and the internet stuff. Well, he does, but he make his money off of interviews.
Right.
So like the shit he be saying when he be live streaming,
right?
From my understanding, he ain't even really making much off of that. He do it off the live stream. So in my personal opinion, anybody that's hosting him on their platform, y'all the problem. Understand that it brings in the views, it brings in money. That's mad trash. You're gonna bring this nigga in, right? That's talking about all these dead people and you know what I'm saying? We just gonna talk about the new one. You're gonna bring him on your platform after he said all of this about young boy? I ain't got time for that. I ain't with it.
So let me ask before, well, I'm going to assume before they have these sessions, do they have a conversation in regards to what they're going to discuss?
What you mean, like
what they're going to talk about
when they doing interviews?
Correct.
Listen, me and you both new at this, right?
Right.
We brand new. Like
right.
This episode 2, we ain't got no views at this point. So I'm gonna just give you my opinion. My opinion, some people come with contracts, stipulations, meaning we could talk about certain subjects and certain topics, and you can't. But
right,
you know, it's just like with politicians when they doing interviews. Let's say if Donald Trump go on a podcast, you know they're gonna give them a list of stuff that they can't talk about.
Right.
So
right.
In my personal opinion, I don't think it's that serious with these podcasters, but from the things I've seen, there are people that come in with contracts that state that you can't talk about certain shit, or I'm coming like this, or this is how my interview is gonna be. I don't know. I don't want to say, yeah, you know, Charleston White got contracts. No, but in my opinion is that, you know, everybody know how he is. This is his online persona. So when you book him, you know you might not know what he's going to say. Maybe they do talk about it. That's
where I'm going. Like,
yeah, maybe they do talk about it. I don't know.
Like you said, you know, I wonder if they knew he was going to
say something about
it.
No. And again, listen, think about this.
Everybody is different, you know.
Think about this though, right? They are asking the question,
right,
that garners the reaction. Meaning, if I ask you, how do you feel about Karen Lacey committing suicide? Because the interview I've seen, that's what they said, right?
Mm.
And he went off. He fired the fuck off for no reason.
Yeah,
like come on, bro. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Young boy ain't do nothing bad to nobody, and you just out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though if it was me, I'd knock his other eye out. I stand on that. Anybody out there that know me, that know Janito, they know I listen, man. I will knock his other eye the fuck out.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy. You don't do that. You don't say that. You gotta draw as a man, you gotta draw a line. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta draw a line as a man. And I stand on that. And when I mean draw that line, there's a lot of shit that you cannot deal with, no matter what. No matter what. There's a lot of shit that cannot cross that line. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you know, people with what's going on nowadays, people do. They try, they test the line, they cross it. They
they've
blow
been
the,
doing
they
that
blow the
though.
motherfucking line up.
They've been doing that though. That's
You
how,
know,
like, you know, for instance, right? The type of person I am now is because, right, the shit I've been through, meaning, right, the point I'm trying to make is the shit I went through is what shaped me into I am now, which creates the line.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know from past experiences what I'm not about to go through, what I'm not about to listen to, what I'm not about to deal with. None of that shit. That's just not what we doing. We could be sitting here as a general conversation as a whole group of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I have an example, right? When this shit happened a minute ago, but I went to the hood and you know I'm hanging out, chilling in front of a 30 building on the block and shit. And me and my man's BDs chilling, cracking jokes. And I pulled the joke out of the bag, like, you snitch ass nigga, remember this? And me and him laughing and shit. Some random nigga, and listen, he was in a suit and shit. You just swear to God, he just came from church, right? Me and BD sitting here chilling and talking and shit, and this motherfucker just comes out of nowhere and was like, I ain't never hear BD being a snitch. I ain't never hear BD being a snitch. And I'm looking around like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga talking to, bruh? So he keeps saying that. So I went to BD. I said, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? He was like, nah, that's my man. And he literally, as BD standing there, my man stood behind him and started popping shit. Yo, you know, I pushed BD out the way so fast. I was gonna smack this nigga. Yo, if it wasn't for Hood, it was Hood, Porter, BD, Face, and Jason, my little brother. If it wasn't for these niggas, they all jumped in front of me. Hood took the nigga around the corner. Had to talk to the nigga like, bro. I heard him like, bro, that's not the one. That's such and such. My man comes around the corner talking about, oh, I ain't know what you. Nigga, get your little ass out my face. The fuck is wrong with you niggas? You know what I'm saying? Be like,
man.
there's a line. There's a line, right? Just because me and him is friends and we joking about this, that doesn't mean you could jump your bitch ass in our conversation and say some shit. Who the fuck do you think you talking to, bruh?
That's what happens when you got people that think they can rubberneck in on conversations, man.
I smack niggas for a living. Everybody know I got a hand problem. I smack
They
niggas.
come in rubberneck on conversations, but you know,
I smack the shit out of
with
niggas.
that being said, Charles,
shout out to Hood and Porter and them for grabbing his little ass. Go tell this nigga, yo, he ain't the one, bro.
Right.
It's like, yo, leave that nigga the fuck alone.
Sorry.
So when he said, I said, you better tell that nigga, bro. I was going, man, listen, man. Everybody know I got a hand problem. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I get a little eccentric when I talk about old memories, you know.
All right.
Shit be pissing me off, man, when people do stupid shit. But again, the point I was trying to make, though, is just, as a man, whatever type of man you think you are, you designate yourself as, you have to draw a line. You have to draw a line.
Some people do and some people don't.
I'm trying to give these niggas advice. All you niggas need to draw a line, bro. You ain't got to get all crazy like I used to or how some niggas do now. But as a man, you got to draw a line to where it's just some shit you will and will not deal with. Like, I'll deal with up to this amount of stuff. From this line, I'll deal with that. Once you cross that line, now, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are you doing, bro? Okay. You sure you want this smoke? I said that shit many times. You sure you want this smoke, man?
Well, none of my want that smoke.
I ain't come out here for that. I'm trying to chill and you out here. Like, come on, man. I'm just saying, right? I know I kind of veered off. That's what I do, though. You know, I got a little into my feelings.
It be like that sometimes, depending on what we got going on and talking about.
You got to draw a line as a man. I stand on that. As a grown man, you gotta draw a line. You can't let niggas do It doesn't matter if you know how to fight or not. I didn't always know how to fight growing up. That wasn't the thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to know how to fight. You'll learn. You know what I'm saying? We all catch an ass whooping. It might we might not catch ass whoopings later on, but you know what I'm saying? At the beginning, we all were kids. We was all 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. We all got in the fights. Listen, man. And I know I'm talking to grown men now, so it's a little different for you adults. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fighting another grown man, that nigga hit you too hard. You might rethink life. You might like, I don't want
Rethink
no
life.
But what I'm just trying to say is,
pop.
man, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Listen, I done lost my train of thought because you niggas funny. I thought about a nigga getting hit and like, yo, I don't want no smoke.
One good pop. I
don't want to fight you, bro.
You know?
Leave it alone, bro.
And sometimes some people need that.
There's a lot of people that
need
to get. There's a lot of niggas that need to get smacked in the mouth. Not even punch, because you know when you punch a man, right? That's like saying we equal. That's why I'm punching. That's why I smack a lot of people. I got some smacking stories.
Well, that's all right.
I'm just saying.
You know that, yeah.
I got some stories where I smacked a lot of niggas, but a lot of people just need to get the open hand so they understand. Like, nigga, this is where you stand in the world.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying? You out here wilding.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good old open hand. One good time, boy. I tell you.
Wilding out here, man. You about to get a
right.
one.
Set you right and tight. God damn it. How you calling for your mama and shit?
You know, back to it started off with Kevin Lacey. You know, I said Kevin. How you say now? I don't
Kyron
know.
Lacey.
Kyron Lacey. So I just want to say, God bless the little brother, and peace and love to the family. I hope everything work out for everybody. You know, and all you online motherfuckers, leave them alone. Goddamn it.
Yeah, man. It's a delicate
Shit.
situation,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Nobody wants to
wild.
go through something like that, you know.
That shit wild. But,
especially when he thought, you know, just
yeah, man.
For him to think that it was
it's a touchy situation.
Know what he was even thinking about, right? Yeah.
Suicide is, can I say that word? I hope I won't get monetized for that. But the S word is a touchy situation. I had a friend, like I said, close friend. God bless my man Dula. So I know, and I get it, and I understand. So
yeah,
I just want to be the first one to say, like, I ain't even the first one. Just let me be someone to say, like, you know, just, I mean, give the family some space, give everybody space, man.
Condolences and our prayers are with you guys.
Yeah, but
and we apologize. You guys have the experience to go through something like that.
Say we switch this topic because it went from sad to aggressively funny to sad again.
Yeah. Well,
no.
On another quick note, just a little quick thing here. I know this is way off the topic, but did you hear about a new versus coming out? A versus battle.
Who?
With No Limit and Cash Money?
No Limit?
No Limit.
No Limit. So, you talking about, wait a minute.
Now.
Wait, so you talking about Master P and them?
Master P getting Birdman.
That's not going to end well.
You
heard that
today? They got a little verses yesterday, actually.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, actually, is the first time I heard it. But
I didn't hear about this shit.
Yes.
That is a bad matchup.
What? No, actually.
No, that's a bad. Listen,
that is the perfect matchup.
No, it ain't. I'm from the No Limit era. Make them say, no. I'm from that era, right? At the beginning. Let me tell you something.
Cash Money was out too now.
Hear what I'm about to say though. Check it out. No Limit got some really bad rappers. All of them is really bad, yo.
Goodness.
All of them. What's the dark skin dude name? I can't remember his name, yo. It was Master P. It was Silka Shaka.
Silka Shaka wasn't it? Chocolate.
No, what was his name? Sutton Shaka. What was his?
It was Silka Shaka.
Dark skin one, right? He used to wear the wave cap with the pigtails. Yo, Listen, that is a bad matchup.
Oh goodness gracious! No,
So
don't
it's No Limit versus who again?
Cash
Cash
Money.
Money. Oh, you know what? Oh man, that's bad.
Little versus.
Is that? Yeah, bring it up on your phone. Look it up or something. That is a
tell
bad
you.
matchup.
Oh goodness!
That can't be real. That can't be real. That cannot be real.
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
No, this is real.
No,
This
that's
is
bad.
real.
I'm gonna say this, right? Yo. Nah, man. Well, I mean, just fuck. We ain't even. How about they just do? They should take Lil Wayne out of it. Lil Wayne should not be a part of it, right? Take him out and just let what's the old boy name, yo? I'm having brain farts tonight, yo. But it should be one out of Cash Money, or matter of fact, just make Lil Wayne versus all of No Limit. Him alone versus all of No Limit. And not even talking about the new song. We just talking about old songs from that era. Just Lil Wayne alone. Come on, man.
So this is a live returning event, and Cash Money Records is going head to head with No Limit Records at Complex Con in Las Vegas on Saturday, October 25th.
That got to be the dumbest verses I've ever heard.
Okay, so founded by executives Birdman and Slim in the 90s, Cash Money is hailed for amplifying acts such as Lil Wayne, Manny Fresh, and Juvenile. No Limit came from the brain of Master P, bringing artists like Snoop Dogg and Mystical.
Yeah, you gotta read all that.
Yeah, but
that's mad wild. That's mad
that
wild.
was on another note, right? They're coming back with some. Now I wonder who's gonna be after them.
No.
Cash Money.
Man, I don't even care about after them, yo. We ain't have a verses in so long, and then the next verses we have is No Limit and Cash Money.
That's probably hey.
So it's a New Orleans thing. I get it.
And again, you know,
it doesn't make sense because it's two different eras. No Limit was so far. It's so far removed from Cash Money. No Limit. Oh my Jesus Christ, yo. You know what? Whatever. I'll watch. You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna go on you.
You ain't gonna take a peek at it.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
You gonna take a
The
peek.
fact that I know it's gonna be so corny. I mean, just a washout corny that I'm just gonna go on YouTube and watch clips. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube and watch clips of that shit because I ain't got time for that.
Oh goodness gracious! Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't got time for that shit, man. That's stupid.
I don't know. Well, it's happening.
Well, shit. Since you talk about verses, right? Because I don't even want to talk about that Cash Money versus shit no more. There's another versus out. It's Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul.
Oh goodness! Now that is something we will be watching.
I say this, right?
We're gonna watch that.
We watched the Mike Tyson one, and we had our opinions about that. And I'm not gonna say our opinions or whatever, but
no.
I'm gonna say this, right? The Jake Paul.
Well, I guess so. We got a lot to say.
And Gervonta Davis. You know what? So you killed my shit. So we're gonna die. Just say this about the Mike Tyson, about the Jake Paul one.
Oh right? Goodness!
We got a lot to say. She killed it. So you know, I think that shit was staged in the motherfucker. Every time Tyson got punched and he flinched, he bit his glove. He was like, he wanted to punch, but for whatever. This is
maybe that was some type of
it was in that's why
coping mechanism or something.
This
like
is why
I
didn't want to dive into this.
You know,
you talking about we should because we got a lot to say. So now we conspiracy theorists and shit now. In my personal opinion, that shit was staged, man.
Okay, listen, we have a lot to say. We may not know a lot, but we just got a lot to say.
We think we know.
Right.
Prove me wrong. If you prove me wrong, I will listen, man. I don't mind being proven wrong. I actually listen. How can I get smarter if I don't figure something new out?
Well, we all again.
And
nobody
I
knows
some shit, and I sit here and say some shit real aggressive, and I'm poking my chest out, poke my finger out like I'm shooting a nigga. you better kill my shit. Kill it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh, put my hands up like you the man. You got it, bro. You know what I mean?
But
I don't want no smoke.
I'm looking forward towards this fight here. This is gonna be a good one.
I have an opinion about this fight, right?
You got a
The
6 foot
Gervonta Davis versus because this is the heavyweight versus a middleweight or a light middleweight. What's Gervonta Davis? We can look it out. Look it up what his weight is, what weight division he in.
11-11.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. But
Hey.
so I'm gonna say this, right? Think about this. We ain't even gotta dive into the weight classes or whatever.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis said, and I quote, after this fight, he's retiring. Right?
Lightweight champion Gervonta.
So he's a lightweight versus a heavyweight. So check it. He said after this fight, he's retiring. So this is how I'm looking at this, right?
Well, he about to go out with a bang.
Look up how many wins and losses he had.
Gervonta?
Yeah. So I want to make a point, but I want to make sure that the point I'm making is right. I want to speak facts. I don't want to say something and then I'll be wrong.
That's right. So his
does he have any losses? That's all I want to know.
0 losses.
All right. So the point I'm trying to make is right. It's the point I'm trying to make. He said after this fight he's retiring. Right. His whole career he's been saying he wanna retire the same way that Floyd retired. 0 losses. So you're gonna tell me I thought about this day before yesterday. You're gonna tell me he's gonna sign a contract to fight a man for $30-40 million, but in that contract he's gonna lose?
Well,
I'm only saying this because if it was me, I'm a boxer. I'm him.
Well, I'm
Gervonta. It's me. I'm like, listen, I ain't lose a single fight yet, and I'm going to retire. I'm gonna just throw out a random number. I'm going to retire 35-0. Right now, this man is offering me a payout for a fight higher than any payout for a fight I ever got. Let's just say it's $60 million. Right now, again, I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers. Say it's $60 million. He like, hell yeah, I'll take that. But if this is me, I'm just saying me now. Listen, everybody, I'm just saying me. I'm not going to retire with a 1 loss. You hear me? I don't give a fuck if it's a regulation fight.
Well, I'm going to say this.
Fight or a fake fight. It's not happening. I wouldn't do it. My contract would stipulate that I'm going to win.
Check this out.
That's if it's fake, though. But
I'm about to check this out. No, Tank is 30 years old. Yeah, he might be. They all say they're retiring, but they come back out or they pop back out, every couple of years and do like these extra little fights on the side, or they may come out and do something again. So I don't think he's going to retire.
A smart man retires and actually retire. A smart man retires before he's broken, right? Meaning he retires on top. Look, now we're gonna go back to Mayweather. You retire before you lose. You know what I'm saying? You keep that because if you have that record, anything that comes in,
right,
the money is so high. Listen, I'm an undefeated fighter. My whole entire record is, listen, I have a record, right?
Check this out.
What I'm trying to say is your record is 35, 40 and 0. You want to stand on that.
Right.
You don't want motherfuckers later on to be like, well, you lost to Jake Paul. And you be like, well, that wasn't a real fight. No, man. My contract, Janito's mine, in my mind. We ain't doing that, bro. If we either gonna fight for real, or we gonna do this contract to where I win this fucking fight. And I'm only saying that because I feel as though that Tyson fight was fixed. I feel as though if Tyson would have went in there the way he won the fight, he would have fought him. Or he wouldn't have been biting his glove the whole time. Like, I hate this nigga. That's my opinion, though. Everybody got their opinion, right? Like, they're like assholes. Everybody got one. I'm just saying.
Let me ask you a question. Would you say that to Mike?
Hell yeah.
You to like, yo, Mike.
No, I wouldn't say it as aggressive as I just said it. No, you can laugh, but hear me out. Because I ain't no punk. I've been in jail. No, I've been in jail for a long time. I seen niggas and I got incidents with niggas. And I'm gonna fight these niggas. So if me and him is sitting here on the couch like we talking like grown men. I'm not gonna hold no punches. I'm gonna let this nigga know, bro. Right? I don't care how you feel about this. Right? You could tell me that I'm lying or whatever. My respect for you is so at high regard that I know you signed the contract to lose that fight. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't care what you talking about, bro.
Okay.
Take what I'm saying as like, bro, you could take it how you want. I don't care.
Right.
I'm a fighter. I don't care. I'm not stupid. You're not going, I'm 40. I'm gonna stand on my 40. I'm not about to let a nigga punch me in the face 4 times and me bite my fucking hand. What the fuck is going on here? My bad. I'm just saying.
All right.
So I
We have
stand
a
on
lot
that.
to
But
say.
again, right? They got their truth. We got ours. So it's all conspiracy theories and shit like that. You know what I mean? So again, no, it's all good. I don't care. But Gervonta Davis, if it's a real fight, I'm on his side.
I'm looking forward towards the fight.
That's my man, 100 grand, and that's my man,
I
100
am
grand because
looking
of her.
forward towards the fight.
That's because of her. She
Come
introduced
on,
me to
Tank.
him.
That's
So
right.
That's because of her.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a fight.
I'm a segue too, right? She introduced me to her team was the Warriors. NBA was the Warriors. I don't know if it's still her team now, but it was the Warriors for a long time, right? And my team, no, I ain't gonna let you. My team been Dallas Mavericks forever since high school. So she introduced me to the Warriors. I might be saying no, it's the Warriors, and this is at the time when Steph Curry first joined. And let me tell you, motherfuckers, something, man.
Let me tell you, right? Let me just correct you.
Go ahead. It's not the Warriors.
It was
Golden State.
I don't have a favorite team.
It wasn't
the favorite play. As far as the player,
I'm just saying you introduced me to the team.
Yes.
And when I started watching the team, and I started watching this little light skinned motherfucker.
Big ups to you, Warriors, but you're not my favorite team. But
is he even still on Golden State? Yo, me neither. I don't watch. Listen, I say this all. I'm gonna reiterate this a lot. I don't watch sports no more. There's a lot of bullshit going on in sports that I don't support, so I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I do stand on the teams that I have been a fan of since high school. But
Steph,
listen,
Curry.
She showed me Steph Curry, and I'm gonna say this about Steph Curry, right? I said this the other day. It was like 2 days ago, right? It was 2 days ago. I don't remember what me and her was talking about. I said, listen.
From another planet.
I have a lot of my favorite team is always gonna be Dallas. I'm gonna stand by them. But if I had to pick a favorite player, it would have to be Steph Curry. And then after that, what did I say after that? I said, yo, I think this motherfucker sold the soul to the devil. She said, why you think he sold the soul to the devil? I said, because this motherfucker closed his eyes and throw the ball up, and that shit is just like that shit don't make no sense. Like you gotta spill the juice.
You gotta spill the juice.
Man,
the juice, man.
That light-skinned nigga sold his soul to the devil.
Well, it's here for our eyes to see, boy. Because
he's amazing. He's an amazing player. I'll stand on that.
Anointed. Yeah,
I had to pick a player. Listen, like I said, Dallas was my team, man, for a very long time. But Steph, I ain't gonna watch basketball. Don't be like, oh, this nigga thinking about watching NBA again. Nah, nigga, y'all got me fucked up. I got a lot of other things to do besides watching basketball and football at night. Matter of fact, I'd rather sleep before I watch that shit. All right? I'm going to be honest with you. Whatever. Whatever. But Steph Curry, that nigga sold his soul to the devil. That nigga closed his eyes from the 3-point line and throw it up.
God damn.
Ain't no way in hell.
No, I just want to research.
Research what?
How many shots has he ever missed?
You could do it, but I ain't doing it. Everybody missed shots.
Right.
Everybody missed shots. It's best to look up his shot percentage. Look up his shot percentage. Matter of fact, you can look up his shot percentage versus to the highest shot percentage.
Right.
You could do that to see. Because
say.
everybody miss shots. You know what I mean? You really gotta do the search. You gotta refine it. There you go. I'm gonna say this right to the world. You know, I like to reiterate this while she's doing her research. I'm gonna just reiterate. We a new podcast. We don't know what we talk about,
Nope.
but we have a lot to say.
Yep.
You know, and certain topics come up. Some are good, some are bad, some are funny, some ain't. You know what I'm saying? There's good days and bad days.
That's right.
All me and the missus want to do is record it, post it,
That's it.
stream it. You know, like this is what we talk about. We start off one topic and it segues into a million other
A
topics.
million other topics.
So we just be chilling, smoke. Listen, we smoke a lot. I smoke more than her. It's obviously a fact. But we smoke and we just be chilling, man.
Yep.
We got time on our hands. You know, we had a nice ripe age. You know, we had a
Did he just say
we had a
we are
nice
at
ripe
a
age and shit. You know what I mean?
ripe age?
We listen. I'm only saying that because right, I ain't been active in the hood for a
Okay.
long time. You know what I mean? And I'm on and because
That's
listen,
not right, because we're fermenting, you know? We're fermenting right now at our age.
nah.
You'll be-
See,
we
you
had a
talking about
nice ripe-
fermenting. You talking crazy.
We're fermenting.
I know what fermenting means. I know what it means. I'm a botanist. I grew a couple of weed
Yeah.
plants. I know what it means.
You just said we was at a ripe
But that's no. I'm just saying we had a nice ripe age where, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we could be aggressive or we could be informative. We could give you good advice, or we could regress a little bit and act like one of you little niggas. Like, you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna kick you in the face. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you up, flip you,
That's right.
elbow you. All I'm saying is we at the stage now, and we made enough money and did a lot and do a lot to the point to where we can sit here and talk to y'all, smoke weed, talk to y'all, drink, and
That's
relax.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Part
Again,
of our
we don't
normal
even-
conversation.
And like I keep saying, we don't know what we doing.
Nope.
We watch y'all online,
Yep.
and we were like, and what we say, we could do that.
We can do it. Well, we could try.
We could do that shit. I'm
Yo.
better than
We got-
than
we got-
him.
And you know, we got a lot to say.
This
Up-
big
up
lip
and down
fat
on one
motherfucker over here don't know what he's talking about. I could do better than that. Again, all I'm saying is, right, we don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we're a little up there in the age group, you know, so we lived a decent life.
But
And
we're gonna
we-
bring different things. Sorry to cut you off. You're
Hmm.
gonna see different things coming in. Sometimes we be out in the car, you know, doing certain things, certain errands and stuff like that, and we just be coming across some crazy, funny shit. So
Hold up.
we
No.
record a lot. You're going. we're gonna show you guys a lot.
Every time we are out, every time me and her is out and about shopping and shit like that, we see something crazy.
America. We
I
love
posted
y'all.
a video on my Instagram. I
Gotta
want to
love
talk
people.
about the video.
Even though
I wish I could put
goddamn
the
nerves.
like, if I can, right? Let's just say this, right? Because this is a record. So if I'm able, the video that I want to post so y'all can see that I'm talking about will be right here. It'll be right here in this area, right? She laughing. It'll be right here in this area somewhere.
Oh,
If I could get this video on this screen, I'm gonna show y'all the video that me and her was driving. She swore to God this motherfucker had headphones on the side of his head.
no, listen.
You gotta go to my
Listen, I
Instagram.
didn't know. No.
It wasn't headphones.
Let me correct you, right? So I knew it wasn't headphones, but the way how they were, I just wanted it to be that. Because
say
the
this, right?
way how
If you go to our Instagram,
the way
right?
how this hair
If you go to We Have a Lot to Say podcast Instagram,
oh,
the
I
Instagram
just
tag is
wanted it
We
to
Have a
be
Lot to Say.
headphones instead of the haircut like
If
that.
you hear it though, you'll hear her and me talking in the video.
Yeah, please y'all have to go and see it. My
You'll
goodness.
hear it. It's fucking hilarious. This
And we're
guy,
gonna put it
listen,
up
I'm gonna
there.
take my hat off. Look. This motherfucker had this shit on the side that looked like headphones. You can hear in the video. She said, "Are those
It
headphones?"
looked like a pair of
I
motherfucking
said, "Those are
Beats
not." I said, "Those are not fucking headphones.
headphones.
Those are not headphones."
But you know, they wasn't like on the earlobes. They was like towards the back. So you know how you put them up here and they rest on the back right here. Again,
It was a haircut.
it
was a haircut.
I just wanted it to be a pair of headphones.
Fucking amazing.
The way how that haircut looked, it was
Listen,
a haircut.
I stand on what I say,
And
right?
I just wanted to be some headphones.
I have amazing luck, right? I have super amazing luck. Every time I go out, I see something.
Yeah.
Whether it be me and her or just me, matter of fact, I had a catchphrase growing up on the block, right? On Crenshaw, Crescent, right? It was a catchphrase, right? It wasn't even, no, it wasn't a catchphrase. I'm extra. I used to get mad when motherfuckers used to walk up and interrupt my conversation with a dry ass story. Like, so let's say me and you sitting here talking about something real important, and then let's just say G will walk up like, "Yo, Janito, yo, bro, you ain't gonna believe what just happened to me." In my mind, you cut us off because you got something fire to say. He's like, "Yeah, man. Y'all went to the store and brought a bag of chips and then the police just jumped on me, bro." I be looking around like, "Yo, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga?" He's like, "Nah, bro, if you see me talking to somebody, right? And me and this person, I'm always gonna have a nice conversation with somebody, especially if it's one-on-one. You're gonna interrupt my conversation with that dry ass story? You could understand the story was dry, but you gotta throw a little sugar in that shit, right? Meaning, most niggas be like, "Yo, no Diddy, I ain't doing that. We ain't doing that pause and no Diddy shit." You gotta juice that shit the fuck up. Don't come to me like, "Yeah, bro, I clipped over this tree, man, and it hurt." Nah, nigga. If that shit happened to me, I'm like, "Yo, I was walking, right? Right? And I'm gonna tell you exactly why I clipped over the fucking branch." Like, "Yo, I was walking, and it was this big booty bitch across the street, and I was staring at her. And as I was walking, me not paying attention, I hit this motherfucking rock. As I hit the rock, I clip, flip, roll, and when I get up, it's like 50 people looking, they like circling me. You know, you gotta juice the story up. Make it funny.
Juice it. That's right.
Even if it's it's a white lie. Hit me with a white lie.
Some people listen, they just
I'm just saying, hit me with a white lie. Just make it funny.
Some people just got some things to get off their chest.
That's cool, but in my opinion, right? In my opinion, because we grew up in the jungle, so every time we out in the hood, it's at least 15, 16 of us in any hood, and this is the minimum. 15, 16 of us just sitting here talking, chilling. One nigga walk up, cut everybody off of what they doing, tell a dry ass story. I want to fight. I want to fight, bro. What the fuck are you doing? I'm smart enough to know that when I walk up, I'm like, "Damn, there's mad niggas out here." When I tell this story, I gotta make this story juicy. I gotta make this shit funny. Like, "Yo, bro, I was fucking this bitch. Her mom came out, hiding the closet in the back like this." I could be 100% lying, but not 100% lying. What I mean is, like, I'm telling the truth, but you gotta throw a little juice on it. Like, "Yeah, you was in the closet, bro, and hiding, but what was you doing in the closet?" You know what I'm saying? You gotta those. I'm gonna say this again. Like I said, I ain't saying no Diddy and no and pause. You gotta throw some sugar in that Kool-Aid, man. If the shit don't taste right, I don't want to hear it. What the fuck are you doing?
Listen, that's the whole world. Look,
don't cut my conversation off. Don't cut my conversation off telling me like, "Yo, bro, I just stole a bag of chips from the store."
But what if to them that was some sauce? That was some juicy.
So it's my job to teach them, right? Even though I might say it aggressively and be a little upset, like, bro, let me tell you something. Don't cut me off with no dry ass story. I stand on that. If you stole that bag of chips, tell me what you was thinking, what you did before you ran in there and stole a bag of chips, and then tell me what you did after you stole a bag. If you clipped while you was running, I want to hear you clip, fell, and roll, nigga. Make this shit funny, bro. Don't cut us off. We out here selling drugs and looking for police. This nigga pointing guns at niggas and shit. And you gonna pull up and draw all our attention to you. And you gonna be like, yo, bro, I stole a bag of chips. Nigga, you wanna fight me, bro? What's going on here, man? What are you talking about? Come on. That's all I'm saying. I know I'm mad a little. I know I'm extra. All I'm saying is just make this juice it up a little bit, man.
Everybody got their way of telling little stories.
You know what? I got a brother that is vegan. So that nigga don't drink sugar or none of that. So I'm gonna say this,
Good.
Right? You ain't got to throw no sugar on that story, man. You know what I mean? Throw an orange peel or something on there, man.
Good.
Something. Fuck, do something. Do something vegan with the story, but make it funny. Make it funny is all I'm saying. That's it. Because most of the time, and I'm only this is where I came up with that idea, right? A lot of times I be sitting having a good conversation with it, and we all laughing, joking, telling shit. You know, like, yo, bro, I went through this. Matter of fact, I remember it was me and Yusuf's sister on the porch one time. This story is so corny, but I made it funny. We was just sitting there. We was waiting for Yusuf to come out and Machin to come out, and this little, little round lady was walking by and she clipped. All she did was clip right in front of my door. But the way she clipped and the way she looked in my mind when she clipped, I had to juice the story up when the hood came. So the niggas came to the hood. I was like, yo, check this shit, right? Me and Simon was sitting on the porch, and this little egg-shaped ass old lady walked by. She looked me dead. She was just like this. It was like, for like 4 seconds. No, this is the truth, though. It's what she.
You seen that?
That's before. This is before she clipped. It was mad weird. She just looked at me. No, it's the truth, but it's the way you tell a story. Because the climax of stories, all she did was walk by, stare at me, and then clip over. I tried to warn her, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a brick in front of my house. We all clip over. It just pokes up. So I was trying to warn her, but when I said something to her, she looked at me like, why are you talking to me? So I'm like, okay, whatever. And she walked the clip. Now, that's not the story I told to these niggas. When I got to these niggas, I was like, yo, bro, I was sitting on the porch, and this humpy-dumpy, egg-shaped ass bitch was walking by and clipped, I said, y'all know that little spot in front of my house? And everybody looked at me and started laughing instantly. I was like, bro, she clicked over that shit when she rolled, but when she rolled, she popped up like, she rolled and popped up, was like, and looked around. She looked around like who did that? I'm sitting on the porch behind her like, yo, no, this bitch did not. I know she did not do that.
Oh,
so
goodness.
The point I'm trying to make is take something small, make it funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make it funny.
But not everybody is able and capable of doing that.
It takes time. I wasn't able and capable of doing it. It takes time.
That's you. Not everybody want to do that shit. Listen, bro.
Don't cut me off.
I went to the Poppy store and checked this out. I went and got my juice. And next thing you know, 5-0, you know what I'm saying? On me. Point blank, period. That's it. That's the story.
So you know what I'm asking? I ain't gonna kill this shit at first. I'm like, yo, what happened with 5-0 pull? You go to jail? They grabbed you? I'm in the hood. I'm telling you, I got cocaine in my pocket.
Let me know.
Yes, the fuck at the time, yes, the fuck I did. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Now I got questions. So if you want to disarm me, you gotta tell a good story. if any, listen, I'm gonna say this, right? Any of my friends, the niggas from my hood, Crenshaw, all you niggas, Monticello, Crenshaw, Madison,
And you sound like an
Wetlands,
old
any.
man when you did that there, man.
I know, I'm with it. Whatever. Yeah. Because I had to think. I'm not active at the moment, but listen, man. Any nigga that know me know. You cannot tell me a dry story. That's not how it works.
What if he tell you a story? He'd be like,
I'ma laugh. I'm like, I'ma kill this shit. You right. You got it.
Hey, yo, Nito. Listen, man.
Nah,
I went down the street and
I like shit like that. Is funny. That's funny. That's funny.
You know?
That's good stuff.
Right.
That's good stuff.
Y'all hear this, right?
Nah, that is good stuff. That's good stuff. I just don't like being trolled. And I'm only saying, like, when I say that, being trolled,
I don't think a lot of people like to be trolled. Right.
Like, in-person troll.
Right.
I mean, because, you know, some niggas, you could troll. You could have a friend that's trolling you and it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a friend that's trolling you and it's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a friend that's trolling you and it draws the line. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So there's like 3 different categories to this shit. And I only just learned this. You know, so it's like, you know, how do you deal with it? I dealt with it the wrong way in the past. Meaning, like, when I go to Jersey City, this is why I don't hang out in Jersey City. I got a hand problem. I go out there, niggas troll me, I put my hands on them. That's a dry story. You see that? See how I just broke that down? Mm-hmm. That's a dry ass story. Oh. I go to Jersey City, niggas troll me, I put my hands on them. Okay. That don't work. You gotta add a little juice to that. Know what I'm saying?
So add a little juice to it.
I'm gonna add a tiny bit, not a lot.
Yeah.
So
just a little something.
It's like, I don't even. You killing my shit. I caught the troll. I quit. She got me. My bad.
All right.
You won that one.
We have a lot to say.
We don't know what we talking about, though. Nope. We don't know. And for anybody out there that might turn up to be a little hater later and put a little comment, I want to let y'all know that we ain't responding to that shit. We ain't doing that. Matter of fact, I'm so not beat, I ain't even fucking reading it. Okay? I'm lying. I just lied. I just lied.
Yeah, I know you're like, I'm gonna look anyway. Shit.
I just lied.
You know, it all depends on how the fuck we motherfucking feel. We might just
But again, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it real though. That shit don't bother me. Say what y'all want. That shit don't bother me.
Listen, we're not sitting here pretending like we're perfect at the end of the day, because we are not.
But, right, to piggyback off what she said, everybody out there that know her and that know me, I'm gonna just say this. My name's Junito, bro. Holla at me. I don't gangbang. Wait. I said it when I had a catch line when I was in high school. I don't gangbang, but I let my chain hang. In other words, right?
I thought you was gonna say something else.
No, in other words, right? There was a reason for that catchphrase, right? Mm-hmm. I don't gangbang. You can't make me be Crip. You can't make me be Blood. But my chain is gonna hang, and you ain't taking it, nigga. Not here, not there, not nowhere.
All right.
I don't gangbang, but I let my chain hang. Now, again, how old am I? Damn, that was way more than 20 years ago.
Of course, it was way more.
So that shit might not hit right now. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
Shit.
Anybody, listen, man. I stand on it. All my friends, all my closest friends, are Blood and Crip. Family members, Blood, Crip. Right? Except for there's only 2 people one, 2, 3, 4 people I know out of all the shit I've been through that ain't bang home. And I could be wrong because it's been a long time. But my number one guy, he don't gang bang. That's a fact. And the other 3 or other 2, whatever the number is, right? We all had a proper understanding at the time. And we all stood on that. Went to jail, came back, we all stood on it. Now, again, it's been a minute since I talked to these niggas. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Niggas get convinced to do mad shit and do weird shit. Yeah, I don't judge them. They still my guys.
That's right.
I mean, they still my niggas.
Ain't nobody to judge nobody. But
and I'm saying that because my closest friends is Bloods. My closest family members and friends is Crit, which is weird. It's weird as hell. That's why I'm saying in my mind, none of that shit make no sense. I don't care. I don't gangbang, nigga. I'm gonna walk up that block.
damn.
I'm gonna walk up this block.
Did you hear how you said that?
I don't gangbang, nigga. I don't gangbang, man.
Damn, you brought me back to the what's that fucking movie and shit? What's that movie? Minister Society.
I don't gangbang, nigga. I'm gonna say I got presented with a lot of things. Man,
but
remember when we was in the park? Remember we was in it was me and you. We was smoking. Remember we was in Arlington Park, and they was doing that 31 in the watermelon house.
Oh,
remember that shit?
Gracious. Yes.
And remember, I said we was talking, and we was like, "Yo, what the fuck they doing in there?" And you was like, "Raymond, are they beating him up?" I was like, "I don't know, but I'm gonna go check." I said, "I'm gonna go check." I said, "Give me the lighter." I lit the weed and I walked over there. I walked up the steps to the watermelon house. Listen, this is a fact. I walked up the steps in the watermelon house, literally 3 feet away from this fucking 31. These niggas thought they was gonna jump this nigga and bang him home. And he beat this shit out of every single man. It's one of them. I'm not going to even say his name.
One.
Yo,
no,
listen, he was fighting. I'm being mad. I'm mad because the way he was fighting, the way he dodged, and my mom was gay, but he dodged so good. He was like, and not a single punch connected.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Nigga in that circle.
Yes, sir.
The niggas, listen, there's a few niggas I hope that watch this that know that was there and know who I'm talking about. It was so bad they had to call the big homies in. All the whoever the fuck, all the little, I'm gonna call them little niggas because all the big homies that was banging everybody home had to come in and jump this nigga, yo. It was this shit was so funny because remember, right? After it happened, I walked back when we was laughing, talking about it, and one of them tried to press me. I ain't gonna say his name. It was one, and I said it. I said it to him, and I said it to you. I said, "Yo, you're only doing that." You know what? He tried to press me. He tried to press me.
Okay.
Because I sat there and watched that shit like 3 feet away. My name's Nito, nigga. I stood there and watched that shit. And then I walked back to the bench, lit my weed, and me and the missus was smoking. And he walked up. As he was walking, I got off the bench and I walked up to him. He tried to press me. And as I told this nigga, he said, he said verbatim, "Oh, I didn't know it was Carl." What'd he say? I'm gonna let you say. What'd he say? Cheerbone. He said, I ain't know. He said, "Oh shit, I ain't know it was you, bro." No. So I started laughing. I said, "Nigga, you looked me in the face. You knew it was me."
Yep.
He started laughing. Was like, "All right, nah, bro, because if you was somebody else," I said, "If I was somebody else, what?" And the nigga turned around and walked off. Get your stupid ass out of here, nigga. And you know who I'm talking. I don't want to start no problem, so I ain't gonna say the name. He know where it is. We was in Arlington Park. I witnessed the shit. You understand? The shit was funny as hell. My man was fucking these niggas up. It was 1, 2, 3. It was like 9 motherfuckers circling him. This motherfucker was putting the mittens on him. He was dipping back like a little faggot. He was whipping his ass.
Oh, goodness
That
gracious.
shit was hilarious.
That was a good one and something to see.
And then they're going to try to press me. You don't press me, nigga. I don't even gang bang. I still don't gang bang.
Well.
I'm 40. I ain't blood or crip, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all.
Now again, here we go. We got a lot to say.
No, I know what I'm talking about. You know a lot, but I know what I'm talking about tonight. Fuck out of here.
Now, on another note.
Yeah, let's change the subject. My bad. I was being fake aggressive. No, I wasn't. It wasn't fake. But it was aggressive.
Okay, on another note.
Yeah, right?
What do you know anything about that the Drake lawsuit?
I do. Nope, a tiny bit. I know. What my personal opinion?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should start from the beginning, honestly. Like the beginning of the beef to the beginning of the lawsuit to the end of the lawsuit.
Okay.
Meaning, I mean, we could keep it short. We ain't gotta dive super deep into it.
No, right.
Yeah, we can keep it crazy short.
I just want to know what you think about that.
I'm biased, but my answer is not gonna be biased. Meaning, I was always on Kendrick from our side. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Kendrick fan. So, but as an adult, right? When the lawsuit first popped off, and then you do the research and figure out what the lawsuit is about, mad corny. And they drove on for at least a year and some change, mad corny. He trying to push the narrative that he's trying to sue them and not him. But what the real thing is, he want to sue him, but he can't.
Right.
So he's suing them. It's fucking gay. And I don't. And listen, everybody.
If I got
anybody that's listening to this shit and yo, this guy say gay a lot. Listen, I ain't got. When I say gay, it's different. I don't mean homosexual. Gay is when these niggas I'm calling gay is worse than homosexual. Okay. I promise you. Y'all niggas is good, bro. I ain't got no issues with you. When I say gay, that is on a whole nother level. These niggas is acting out of line. They are doing shit that no one would do. They are thinking I don't know how they thinking, to be honest with you. It might be greed, it could be anything. I don't know. But in my personal opinion, that lawsuit was corny. It was gay as hell. It was a clownish thing. He wanted to sue him, but he couldn't, and he sued them. I could be wrong, and maybe he didn't want to sue him, Kendrick, and he wanted to sue MNG. Whatever the case may be, I don't care. The lawsuit stemmed, when you put the pin in it, it stemmed from that one song. And that is a fact. My favorite song, and that's where it stemmed from. So, I'm gonna say this
song I am thinking about while you talk about that Element song. If I gotta step a pussy ass nigga, I'm gonna make it look sexy.
That's fire. Yeah. But listen, right?
They can't take me out my element.
It's a fire song. Actually, you put me on Kendrick Lamar too. You put me on Kendrick, and you put me on a few artists. On a few. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but
Cause I wasn't at the time when these niggas was out, I wasn't into that. My mind was somewhere else. But you put me on a few artists. Now Drake, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I'm gonna segue this into a topic that wasn't supposed to be part of this conversation. But Drake, I don't fuck with Drake. He's not on none of my playlists. I don't fuck with none of his songs. None of that shit. There's another nigga I don't fuck with just like him on the same level. That's 6ix9ine, nigga. You laughing crazy hard because you know how I feel about him. He beefing with Fat Joe.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, he beefing with Fat Joe. It don't even matter if Fat Joe lying or not, or he exaggerating with his stories. You bitch ass nigga. I cannot stand him. Him and his ex best friend. I hate these niggas. You know what? We ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we are not gonna talk about that.
Listen. Them two, yeah. Shit go down when shit go down. That be blowing my shit, y'all. I hate all of them. We can switch this shit up. Let's switch it up.
Yeah, let's switch it on now.
It's been funny, but let's switch it up.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Man, oh man, oh man.
So I have a question to ask you. So far, this is our third episode. We're gonna see a whole lot more things.
It is our wait. It is our third episode, but I only posted videos of one, and this one
happens like
will
that.
be the one we post next. So, in other words, the first episode is like bloopers.
All of them are bloopers.
Well, yeah. Again, the way I've been trying to convey to y'all is we don't know what we're doing. I'm doing all the editing and all I'm doing everything when it comes to making sure that the audio and shit is right.
That's what I wanted to talk on. Well, that was my next subject. We could talk for you to talk about how is this coming along, the editing and this whole process, because you are starting it from, when I tell you, from the ground.
Yeah, from scratch.
From the dirt on up.
The thing is, right?
And you're doing marvelous, I must say.
I say this, right? I didn't expect this to be one of the topics, but I'll say this, right? I'm gonna start off with I'm not looking for help, meaning with with the editing, audio, video, and shit like that. I don't Google it. I don't chat GPT or none of that.
So
right?
Can I ask you another question? Sorry. Why you're not looking for help?
I want to do it myself.
All right.
How can I put this, right? I don't even know why I'm doing it myself. I just want to know how to do it myself.
You know what? And there's
I want to do it
wrong
myself.
with that. Yes.
So
that's the way to go.
You're catching me off guard with this question.
On the right track. Yeah.
But listen, right? The way I'm doing it is I'm each video I record, every time we stream, I do the audios and I do all the audio volumes and I go through the settings. I do a lot of shit like this. I want to say it all, but it's so much. Like, certain apps you got to go through, certain websites, certain things you got to do. You gotta edit the tremble, the bass, the mic volume, the echo volume, the fucking then
you love it.
I don't love it. No.
Yes, you do. I don't know the fuck you talking to. Yes, you do.
I say this, right? I prefer to.
You're doing a magnificent job so far.
I prefer to.
I'm telling you guys.
I prefer to do the background work than being on camera. But then there's a certain part of me. Since we're on camera, I'm like, you know what? I want to be on camera, and I need someone to do the background work. So it's I don't know.
I'm supposed to be the backgrounder.
Listen,
somewhat.
We could talk about that. No, we could talk about that. Right? We had a lot going on.
I was not supposed to be on camera. But yeah.
There's a lot going on, right? So I'm gonna say this. this pod this podcast has been in works for we in November. It's been
No,
in work
we're in
since
October.
April. No, it's about in my mind it's November, but you're right, it's October. You're 100% right. It's been in work since like April, and at the beginning, it was more of an idea that I had that I wanted to work on, and I understood. Me and the missus talked about it, and she said that she don't want to be on camera. So I had to devise a few plans and do a few things to compensate. So I had a lot of plans. I'm gonna skip a lot of shit. I'm gonna skip a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie. Fast
We're
forward.
gonna indulge into that. Yep.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Fast forward. What started this is I had a epiphany and I convinced her. I'm slurring. My bad, everybody. I've been drinking too much tonight. I say that and then I take a drink. But check it, right? I convinced her to get on camera and be my co-host. I had like a million names. They was good at first. Everything worked until I went through certain certifications to figure out what I could use without being copyrighted. See, she laughing at me because I went through a lot. Listen, man. I worked hard to get her on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I worked hard. So I don't even know the point she was trying to make because
No, what I wanted to say was, well, how do you feel? How's it going for you? Because I just want to let you know you are doing a wonderful job, even though we're just starting out. But you guys do not understand the amount of work that he is putting in to just get this little bit here, and just to see him go through it morning, noon,
I'm gonna say this.
evening, night, and midnight. That's what's up.
I love the support. I'm gonna say this. I love the support. Cool shit, but I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to.
You don't know?
It's random. You should have prepped me with this question book earlier, so I could have put something in my phone.
You're doing wonderful. Again, I just brought up this.
I'm gonna just listen. I'm gonna say.
Well, ask how do you feel about doing it? How's it coming for you? But
I'm gonna say
let you know
how I feel is it's a lot of work. Only because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm taking it step by step. The setup, audio, volume, you know what I'm saying? Like everything, to just adjust everything to make it work perfectly and then post it on top of you gotta make the right the right title for the post. So it's a lot. And like I keep saying, right? I keep telling y'all, I'm a little old. I'm not in high school no more. I'm not in my 20s and none of that shit.
Old.
I ain't say she was old. I said I'm old.
You ain't old either.
I got gray hair on my face. Y'all might not see it.
Young people have gray hairs too.
Not as much as I got.
You got teenagers that have gray hairs. All right.
I respect
it. With that being said, I'm serious.
That's why we've been together for so long. We've been together.
Okay. So I'm just saying.
I take it, but what I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know what I've been through, and I can give you advice from there.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going through. I can give you advice from there. I seen some shit. I witnessed some shit. There's people out there that might say they been the R word. You know what I'm saying? Right? And you know what I mean by that? I've been there too. Let me clear it up. Wasn't my guy. So, everybody got a story. Everybody, go through some shit. Everybody see some things. Everybody go through some things. The point I'm trying to make is it's easy to let it go. Just let it go. Leave it alone. It don't gotta make you. It don't gotta make them. It don't gotta make nobody. Let it go. You can stay who you are after you've been through some shit. Now, again, I ain't been through as much shit as most of you people been through, so I can't stand on that 100%. But
Everybody got their own story,
yeah, exactly.
and
Everybody got
it's trauma to each individual, how according to what they've been through. So
exactly. I don't know everything. Like we emphasize, like we don't know much, but we got a lot.
We got a lot to say.
So it's okay if you could, if you if you educate me on certain things I said wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I'm saying
of
we
course.
we talking, we recording, streaming, drinking, smoking. I might say some things that later on that I'm like, you know what, I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean I
Just the
stand on
beginning
it. I'm just trying to give
process.
y'all a little bit of advice. Excuse me. Don't laugh at me. Just trying to give y'all a little advice, you know what I mean, to get you through the day. Especially to help you. You know what? Oh, I got something I want to talk about. Here we go. Especially when it comes to kids, right? That's the point I was trying to make. When it comes to kids, right? That's a delicate situation. I want to talk about fucking school teachers crossing boundaries. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? Like, now, I could start it off with a story of mine, but I don't want to do that. Go ahead.
Oh, for that.
Right? I could do that, but what I'm gonna do is I got contacted recently about some shit that happened to somebody that I hold dear to my heart. Right? Now, how can I put this? No, we could just I'm not gonna try to hustle y'all into this. It's a thing, right? One of my nieces got a little issue with a teacher. Just one teacher. All the other teachers are saying, she cool, she smart, you know what I mean? We don't have no issues, all this crazy shit. But this one substitute teacher, black guy, right? And I'm emphasizing on black guy for a reason. You know what I mean? Because he in the hood. And I asked, was he white? For a reason. But, since he black, this motherfucker has a issue with my niece. Now, again, I'm gonna say this, right? There's three sides to every story. Her story, his story, the truth. I lived a long life. I've been through the life I live. There's not three stories. There's only one, which is the teacher. So I'm inclined to take my niece's story as, full picture. But I'm smart enough to know that that's not the full picture. I just want to lay all that out before, I tell a story. So the issue is, right? How can I fast forward it? Let's just say she's being disrespectful in class. And this substitute teacher is just like, I had enough of her. I had he grabbing her up, yoking her, and he's in her face to the point to where she can smell his breath and he's spitting on her. That's why I need to draw the line, right? I've been through that. No matter, she's only 10, which means I can stand up. I'm 5'8". A 10-year-old, I have a 10-year-old. There's no need for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for that. Your voice alone, and I'm only saying this because I prove it. Your voice alone will get their attention. Why is it you gotta grab her, yoke her up, and then get to the point to where if you stick your tongue out, your tongue will go on her fucking nose. In my opinion, that's a problem.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's a
Now,
big problem.
so he grabs and yoke her up also.
I don't want to say that and stand on that.
Okay.
But the one thing I do know is when he grabs her, he gets close enough to where this nigga stick his tongue
Again,
out.
well, listen, right. Number
That's what I'm-
one,
that's the point I'm trying to
it
make.
shouldn't be going down like that, period, in school. But I just wanted to clarify
2025.
if he is really, no. But
So he trying to make the point that, right? He trying, as an adult, he trying to take what she say and use it for his ammo. So he's doing all this to her, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna get my uncle. I'm gonna get my uncle to come in and do whatever. Which is, we don't say that. We know you shouldn't say that. But the reason why she's saying that is because of what he's doing. Now, in the story I'm telling you, I'm the uncle.
right,
I'm the uncle.
right.
You hear me? Normally, I would pull up. I wouldn't pull up and, beat the nigga up because he's a fucking teacher. We ain't doing that. Because I've been there. My little brother and shit. But what I'm saying is, in situations like this, in the year 2025, even though your kid might be saying things, they still only 10.
Right. That's
This
right.
is a situation where you need to bring in a lawyer. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because most parents, before they contact a lawyer, they contact the Board of Education.
Well, I'm gonna say this, right? First of all,
I'm trying to say, before you go into that, I'm trying to say, right? Do not, if your kids is going, listen, if your kids is going through some shit with a teacher, definitely if it's a female and a male teacher, do not contact the Board of Education first. My opinion. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm telling you how I feel. Don't do that. Contact the lawyer first. Talk to them. Tell them the story. Tell them what's going on, right? And then get their advice. If they tell you to contact the Board of Education, then you do that. Don't do and I'm only saying this because every family, in my family, the first thing they do, if they have a problem with a teacher, they call the Board of Ed.
mm-hmm.
The Board of Ed is on the teacher's side. And I'm telling you this because I got smacked by like 6 teachers. I can name them. Basketball coaches, all type of shit. When you call a Board of Ed, they're going to back their teachers. Don't do that. If you have an issue with your child and a teacher, contact a lawyer first and get advice from your lawyer. That I stand on that. Do not talk to the Board of Ed. They are not on your side. Never, not today, not tomorrow. No. Hell no.
So what
anything y'all go through, anything, it comes out of their paycheck. Don't do it. Don't do it.
What I was gonna say, well, originally, or to piggyback off you is, again, when it comes to that and boundaries, the Board of Education, you guys need to be training, your teachers or your staff on how to, period, deal with children.
They're not doing that.
Point blank. I know. This is where I'm going into because it's going. And again, especially for them, they're not even a tenured teachers yet, but still, you guys need to definitely train, the teachers on how to deal with children, especially when it comes to.
No, wait, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. I don't support that. You could train a pedophile. Wait, here's the point I'm trying to make. You can have a pedophile and you can train him how to deal with children. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You need to screen these motherfuckers.
That so
Everybody need a proper screening. The same way they screen me, the nigga that been in jail, right, a few times and can't get hired. The same way you screen me, you need to screen everybody. Background checks, everything. Y'all motherfuckers. And you know what the crazy shit is, right? I'm sorry, I'm a little eccentric, but right, if you get into certain areas, like the white rural areas, right, and a guy is, if you have enough money to move there, they don't screen you enough for a job. They don't care. The fact that you're in this area, in this neighborhood, the fact that you got enough money to live here, they don't care about your background. You going for a teacher job, they're gonna give it to you. Next thing you know, he's out here molesting and raping kids. We don't have time for that.
So I'm gonna say this too.
Not mine.
Right?
Not,
No,
nah,
you're
we
right,
ain't, not
but
my boy. We ain't doing that.
that's the thing. Some of these pedophiles, again, they pass these background checks or
It's
whatever
the
to go
background
through.
check. They
So
background check the fuck out of me.
again, it's hard for you to.
I've been in
Again,
jail for drugs,
we don't know
only for
how that
drugs.
test can go.
They will background check the fuck out of me, but not. You know what? We gonna segue. Remember when I was working at that animal pharmaceutical company?
Yeah.
Remember when I was working there and I was telling you about the guy
Mm-hmm.
that was my supervisor? That every time I went in there, it
I
was
know. Yep.
it was a white guy. Every time I went in there, he was always making these like weird gay jokes. He was like, "Yo, you want to see my cock?" And I was like, "Yo, what the?" And I looked at her. I said, "What the fuck you?" I said verbatim, "What the fuck you talking about?" And he pulled out this red rooster. It was a red rooster fucking model.
Mm.
And I said, "Bro, what the fuck?" And he started laughing. And later on, we come to find out that he was going back and forth to court for sexual harassment for some shit that he did in the school bathroom. Like what the fuck? He's sitting here telling me his credentials and then making all these goddamn gay statements. But you going back and forth to court for sexually harassing a little girl in the bathroom. This is the point I'm trying to make. You have to do the background check.
That's right.
And then they focus on the wrong things.
That's right.
Listen, man. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This is why I move the way I move when it comes when it comes to our son. I know what's going on. I ain't stupid. But at the end of the day, the whole world as a whole, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh goodness, yeah.
She about to do a background run. That's fine. You know, at the end of the day, man, when it comes to certain things, you gotta think about the children, right? We all grown at this point. We all grown. So any decision we make, if we have kids at this point, is going to impact them. That's the only point I was trying to make. What's the next topic? What are we talking about here next? I don't even know. Again, we've been winging this. All this is just random. I like to reiterate to everybody that We don't know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot to say. And me personally, I hope that everybody enjoyed my conversation. I might slur a lot. That's because I drink. I'm drinking. Check him out. So if I pause and I slur, I apologize for that too. But now, actually, I know I want to talk about. I want to talk about fucking bullies. I want to talk about bullies. And when I mean bullies, is these little kids out here just like bullying everybody. Now, in my experience, I know that little kids don't register bullying the way we do. So that's fine. But there are a lot of little kid bullies, and it really damages a lot of other kids. So like with that, listen, prime example, right? I got a story. I actually don't have a full story, but I have a mini one, right? You know, like one of my sister kids, they're not getting bullied, but you know, every time they go outside, they gotta fight. And he's asking me how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like he said, Uncle Nito, how these two guys or these three guys keep trying to fight me or keep trying to jump me. What do I do? So I'm trying to teach him, you know, little moves and tricks and shit that work for me. But you know, I'm old. My tricks don't might not work for him. And to be honest, it might not seem like it's working. So I don't really know what to. I try to tell him to avoid them, but when you in the concrete jungle, when you in certain hoods, it's just you can't avoid the fight. You don't want to be a stone cold killer. You don't want to be out here doing nothing crazy, but you don't want to be a punk. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end what I'm saying with like I would prefer some advice on how to deal with this shit, even though I don't think I really want that advice. But fuck it, I don't have the answer to help them. So you know, I need something. I want my little guy to be good, straight. I don't want him to fight. I want him to live the life that I want my son living. Like, nah, man, just chill, go to school, have fun, and relax. It's not the life that I, I it's not the life that we are accustomed to, I guess. I don't know. That's a touchy That's a touchy situation. But hey, man,
All right, y'all, I'm back.
I don't know. All I know is I don't support nobody getting picked on. I got picked on for a long time before I became whatever it is I think I am. So I don't support none of that shit. But I don't know how to give good advice on how to deal with it. I dealt with it the way I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying, I'll fight a nigga and either I'll win or lose. And I mean, I don't know. I don't want to give them the same advice that I didn't get. It was just, you know, if you understand what I'm saying. But I say this, right? I hope my nieces and nephews don't watch this, but if they do, Just understand that, man. I'm always trying to figure out a way to to clear y'all issues. I don't want you to fight. I don't want you to stress and go through none of that shit. I've been through enough. In my mind, I've been through enough for everybody. I just want everybody to chill, relax, and have fun. But you know, we see how that shit goes, man. That's neither here nor there. What's the next topic? What we talking about here?
Ah,
I've been running my mouth. We can keep going. Or off of me. I think I might have talked about everything though.
I had everything I wanted to mention so
No, I
far.
talked about a lot. You was gone for a minute.
No, but not.
How you feel about giving some relationship? I've been drinking too much. Excuse me. How you feel about giving some relationship advice? You can give advice to women at the end, because we're about to end this. So you can give advice, relationship advice to women. I could give relationship advice to men. And then as we talking, I guess we could rebuttal each other, you know, as we killing it, you know, as we ending the pod. It's up to you. We ain't gotta do that. We can switch it to something else. Maybe you got something to talk about. I was just, you know.
Relationship advice. I don't mind. That's definitely a whole other different segment. Not a different.
I get
I'd
some
like to.
relationship advice to these niggas. Got me fucked up. I'll let you
Okay.
niggas know how to cook. Man, listen. Man, listen. I had some. You know what? I'm rolling on that. I'm rolling on that. Let me tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna start off with this. You know how they say happy wife, happy life? Cut that shit in half, bro. You have to. Cut that shit in half. And wait. You only could cut it in half if you clearing that half. But I'm gonna just say that. Cut that shit in half, man, because let me tell you something. When they happy, that don't mean they happy. I promise you that one. God damn, why? I don't even want to say no more after that. I'm
Why?
scared. I'm actually scared to. I'm scared to respond.
I don't know why.
Sheesh. You know what? I'm gonna segue to. I ain't gonna segue. I'm gonna leave that alone and say this, right? I'm gonna end it with this. I started it. It was short, bro. My niggas, all my guys out there, if they are bleeding, they are on their period, right? You have to recognize the issues early on. Here, nope, I don't care. Recognize it so later on in the relationship, you could understand what's about to happen before it happens. You need to know that when they are on their period, you need to leave them alone. Don't argue with them. Don't hit them with a rebuttal. None of that shit. There might be a few extra things. You know, every female is different. Everybody wants something different. But I'm trying to give you the base of this shit. I'm trying to give you the bread. She's the meat and whatever else is in between. Each piece of bread is you, bro. Hear me, my guy, hear me. When they bleeding, try your best. Try your best to minimize the situation. It's the best advice I can give you. Just whatever it is, take it from here, bring it down, try to clear it out, because it's not that serious, bro. I promise you, it's not that serious. It's never that serious. You know what I'm saying? Just condense it. Just bring it in. Take a couple shots. Listen, you don't have to fire back. I promise you. Hey, my nigga, we've been married a long time. You don't have to fire back, bro. Just, you know what I mean? Take the shots and leave it alone. Later on, I promise you, later on, you'll you'll see the progression. It'll work out. I promise you. Just leave it alone. It's not worth it. I wanna apologize in case I took some shots at her without me not noticing. My bad. So it's your turn. I apologize.
So, I guess a little bit of relationship advice. Again, I rather have a whole different little segment about that in a little bit more time. But I want to say one thing that people should work on or strive for in the relationship is communication. That's a tough thing, especially what's going on nowadays in this world. But communication with your partner is very important. You know, some things may hurt, some things may just laugh, but communication. If you guys are on the same page, you will get a long way. A long way. You got different types of forms of communication, but still communicate. You never want somebody feeling left in the dark or, looking like a goddamn deer, looking at goddamn headlights and shit, coming when something is going on. But communication as much as you can.
If I
And
segue off of what she said, she's right. In other words, right, if you have a problem with the issue or situation, you know what I'm saying? Bring it to your partner, but you don't have to come at them aggressive or again, there's a lot that we said in the podcast, and we it was all about fun and games, but what I'm trying to convey to everybody and what she, in my opinion, what she's trying to convey to everybody is listen, right? Listen to your partner, understand what they're saying, you know what I'm saying, and try to implicate that into your life. You know what I'm saying? Meaning everybody has an opinion, everybody feels a certain way. So you gotta understand how she feels and how he feels in order for it to work. If you don't sit, if you don't, you might not listen when they saying it, but if you don't listen later, it's not gonna work. The relationship is just, I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. Eventually, you gotta listen. You gotta hear, and you gotta try to fix the shit.
eventually, again, communication. Everybody forms of communication is different, but at least attempt to do that
And
because
we
it
not,
will get you a long
yeah,
way.
we not perfect. Nobody's
At
perfect.
all.
Everybody fuck up. But all we trying to say is, listen to what they saying, and at least try to understand. I don't
That's
want to
it.
force nothing on nobody, but listen and try. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know what she's trying to say, but me, just listen and try. I I ain't trying to take from her, but she might have a different stance on what I'm saying. So she might have a different affirmation to tell y'all.
Nah, you right. You
I'm just
doing all
saying,
right so
just
far.
listen and understand.
You're doing all right so far. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful people.
If we could listen, understand, right, and see things from everybody from a different perspective, right? because everybody's seeing 3D, maybe even 4D, but you gotta broaden your horizon just a little bit. And I'm not saying visual, meaning when it comes to your significant other, you gotta understand what they're talking about, and you gotta make sure that you make it clear that they understand what you're talking about. Again, we're not perfect. I might not even know what I'm talking about. I might I might have just said some bullshit. I'm just saying. This is how I'm going about it.
Damn.
I'm just saying, this is how I'm going about it. This is how I try to.
Damn.
I'm trying to do the math and slice the cake properly. So I don't know. I'll say this though, right? We did a lot of drinking tonight.
Yes.
We talked about a lot, so
Yes.
we have a lot to say, though. We have a lot to say, but we don't know
Might
what
not
we're
know
talking
what the
about.
hell we talking about.
We'll make sense eventually.
That's right.
Fuck with us, we'll fuck with y'all.
That's right. Long way to short way.
Thank y'all for supporting us, and hopefully we have another video in another day or two.
Only up from here.